All right, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to AEW All Elite again. This is episode 23. Yeah, it's a rare Friday afternoon edition. Yeah, I got everything I needed to do done earlier today, and I have got some free time now, so I decided, might as well hop on the stream and, start booking these two damn tournaments. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. Yeah, you see here it's April 2nd, 2020 in the game, so we're closing in. Or well, we'll start 51 a day. 51 days away from Double or Nothing, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start this recap. Woo! I'm gonna try to do. Oh yeah, before anything, I want to apologize for the audio in the last video. I know better than to do this, but I went and I messed around with some of my microphone settings before I started streaming, and I didn't test them because I just didn't want to take the time to do it. So yeah, you got a lot of background noise. You hear my girlfriend talking in the background a few times. At one point, you can kind of hear stuff murmur, like muffled in the background. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I took the time to actually fix it and check that it was fixed before this stream, so hopefully it sounds all good. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so let's get on with this recap. All right, we started off. We had a Dynamite that got an 86, really good. We started off with an angle. The Elite called out Mox and Co. I think what we did here. Yeah, a little loud. Yeah, we had basically Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. They came out and cut a promo about how the week before we did the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, and we had Mox, Santana, Ortiz, Pac, Jingo. We had all of them jump the Young Bucks and Penta and Rey Fenix basically. And when Kenny Omega came out for the save, they laid him out. So yeah, this is a promo after that where they're basically calling them out, like, you guys want to attack us, well, we're right here. Why don't you come fight us when we're ready? Why don't you come fight us like real champions? And Penta and Rey Fenix come out. They cut a promo about how they don't give a damn about all this beef. They just want their title shot. They want their belts back. The Young Bucks suck. And then yeah, we have Mox's group and Santana and Ortiz come out. They hit the ring to attack the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Lucha Brothers, they have the opportunity to run in there and save them, help them fight, but they decide not to. They kind of just, blow it off. Like, that's your guys' problem. So yeah, that's what's going on with the tag division and with Mox and Kenny. We had Kento Miyahara and Wagner III get a win over Punishment Martinez and Brody King. Kind of a big deal, honestly. We've been building these guys up for a long time, the end time, putting this group together. First tag outing, Punishment Martinez and Brody King take a loss, thanks to Eddie Kingston, who got involved. And then, yeah, we gave him a backstage promo where he basically said, I'm not going to forgive and forget. I'm going to come after you guys, etc., etc. Eddie Kingston addresses his enemies. We had Davina Rose and Mia Yim get a tag win over Penelope Ford and Dark Sheik. Davina cuts a promo after the match addressing Odeyo Tai, who I believe we had we had Odeyo Tai go over Davina Rose Rio and Mia Yim, kind of to kick off a feud between them the week before. So Davina responding to that. We had a Walter promo that was actually pretty good, talking about his DQ loss against Claudio. And then right after that, speaking of Claudio, we had Claudio versus Bandito in a Steal the Show match. They got an 86. No story behind this match. Just face, heel, wrestle. It's the kind of thing you do on Dynamite. Put cool matches on. Then we had Tony Khan come out and announce that he was going to be making an announcement the week after. And it's going to be about Double or Nothing. Woo, what's the announcement? It's going to be... we had a Bianca Belair promo that wasn't as good as she's done before. Yeah, a couple weeks back, she had a freaking promo that had got a 97. So I was hoping she'd do that again, but Yeah, we 53, not great. We had Mox, Pac, and Shingo go over the local workers, Calvin Tankman, Warhorse, and Mad Dog Connolly. Calvin Tankman, yeah, he did good enough in the match. He got a 40. I went ahead and signed him and put him in dev. You know, it doesn't hurt to have more guys down there. We needed heals, so I made him a heel. Yeah, we had a Moxley promo where after they beat up the Elite at the beginning of the show, he basically cut a promo saying, "You guys are weak, you can't even defend yourselves. You're gonna call us out, and then we come out there and, you know, oh, you're complaining that you're outnumbered? Man up." Then we cut to a Melissa Santos segment. She's asking the Lucha Brothers why they didn't help the Elite, and they basically say what I said earlier, which is that, you know, they're not here to be friends with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They want their belts back. That's all they care about. And then we had the Lucha Brothers take on Latigo and Toxin. I believe this was also a Steal the Show match. It got a 77. Not as good as Claudio and Bandito, but still pretty good. We had a Cody promo where after his hype promo, MJF kind of strolls by with Jonah, of course, and actually uncharacteristically wishes Cody Rhodes luck in the main event. Yeah, then we had Cody and Adam Page go over Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, and Lance Archer. Just kind of a straight up match, you know, just two big stars in the main event. Seemed like a good match. So yeah, that was Dynamite. We had an episode of Dark. We're gonna go through this faster. Jonah Rock beat Calvin Tankman. MJF promo. The Best Friends beat Butcher and Blade. Awesome Kong beat Sky Blue. We also signed Sky Blue. She did pretty good. Oh, well, she got a 24, but you know, 24 is pretty good. We had a Stokely promo, which got a 65. And then in the main event, we had Proud and Powerful tag champs go over Ultimo Dragon and Wheeler Yuta. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I've basically made Wheeler Yuta Ultimo Dragon's kind of his protege, so to speak, in this save. Kind of investing in him, hoping that he turns out good. I think he's getting there, like 49, you know. He's getting there. Yeah, and then we had a Proud and Powerful promo to close the show. I don't know why we did that, but anyways. Then we have the major triple announcement. It wasn't actually Tony Khan. We've been using Renee Paquette kind of as Tony Khan's surrogate. You know, Tony Khan doesn't have good mic skills, and Renee Paquette does pretty well. So yeah, the three announcements that were made. First, we announced that Mox will be taking on Kento Miyahara for the World Championship. Because Kento Miyahara, when we signed him from All Japan, he was the reigning Triple Crown champion, and he never actually lost the title. And since he's been in AEW, he's also undefeated. So yeah, since Moxley's looking for challengers, there you go, Kento Miyahara. We also announced that we're introducing the AEW Prime Championship. The AEW Amazon Prime Championship. We're holding a 8-man tournament for it. It's a men's title. We're going to be doing qualifying matches leading up to Double or Nothing. And we decided we're going Double or Nothing. We're going Double or Nothing. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. I got to do my Tony Khan voice. Double or Nothing. We are going to go Double or Nothing. We are also going to have the women's tag titles. We're going to introduce women's tag titles. I love Tony Khan. He's sick. But anyways, we're going to introduce women's tag titles. We're going to do an 8-team tournament for the women's tag titles. We're not going to do qualifiers for that one. Let me see. I can show you real quick. I'm going to have to minimize the game. All right, don't look at my dashboard. Hold on. I mean, not that I've got nothing to hide, but also, jeez, this is I'm so professional. I'm such a professional streamer. Jeez. All right, we did it. We opened the notepad. Yeah, see, I laid out the tournament here. I'm not gonna read the teams again. You can read them. They're on the screen if you want. But I laid out these matches here, and I might change all this around. I've been thinking about it a lot. Because you see, the way we've got it set up, we were gonna have Awesome Kong make it to the finals of Ali, and they're gonna be going against Hana Kimura and Martina. But the more I thought about it, we're just kind of starting out this storyline with Oedo Tai and Davina. So I feel like it's almost like too quick for Hana Kimura and Martina to just up and win the tag titles, you know? So like I feel like we need to do something there. Is basically what I'm trying to say. And I don't know that I want to do Davina and Mia Yim winning the tournament just because Davina was also our first women's champion. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to shift a lot of things around. One thing I was thinking is we could just have Shida and Iwata go on to the finals instead of Kong and Ali. Just pull a big upset. And instead of Hana Kimura and Martina, we can do Kagetsu and Marina Yamashita, and have Shida and Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata be the first tag champs. But the only problem there is that none of those people are over. They're all unimportant. So unless we could find a way to get Hikaru Shida or Mika Iwata over before the finals, basically, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. So yeah, we need to figure this out actually before we start booking these shows. So we'll come back to this, but this is a pressing matter. All right, we haven't even finished the recap. After the announcements, we had MJF basically come out and say, like, you know, now hold on, Tony Khan, I know you're a smart man. If you're doing a tournament for a tag title, or not a tag title, for a new AEW Prime Championship, and you want the tournament to be prestigious, you need to book the best rising young wrestler in the company, in the world today, MJF. I need to be in this tournament, and I demand you put me in. When Tony Khan responds by saying, MJF, if you want to be in this tournament, you have to win a qualifying match. Your qualifying match for the tournament will be right now, so get ready, stay in the ring, because your opponent will come out right now. I'm sorry, is that annoying? I just love doing the Tony Khan voice. It's like I don't know, he's just a weird guy. God bless him. So we did MJF versus Dalton Castle. MJF obviously won over. He's in the tournament now, hooray. We had a Lucha Brothers promo where they called out Proud and Powerful, and we had Proud and Powerful just straight up come out and respond to them. Say, you guys want to call us out? You know what? We're not going to back down. We're fighting champions. Let's do it next week. But we're the champs, so we set the rules, and we say, no rules. No rules. So yeah, they're going to have a street fight, which we kind of book a lot of street fights, I've noticed. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but it's just an observation. We had Walter go over Montez Ford. Montez Ford just showed up and wanted to work, so I said, sure, job to Walter. Got an 80, so thank you for your service, Montez Ford. We had the end cut a promo, so Jimmy Jacobs, Brody King, Punch Martinez cut a promo on Eddie Kingston. Basically, you know, saying he's stupid for not joining them, yada, yada, yada. They're going to make him suffer. We had a comedy backstage segment where Ultramantis Black somehow convinces Chris Brooks to team with the Dark Order, and Chris Brooks, you know, his buddy Joey Janela just got fired, and he's just kind of been out of sorts, so he's like, you know, sure, why not, let's do the match. And yeah, their opponents were Kento Miyahara, Wagner III, and Leo Rush. Yeah, no, actually, really good match, 78. Yeah, Chris Brooks got a 67 in that match. Not bad at all. He may or may not join the Dark Order. I haven't fully decided yet, but he'll probably join the Dark Order. We had a backstage promo. Yeah, we had a backstage promo with Melissa Santos, talking to Cody and Adam Page, who both expressed interest in being in the AEW Prime Championship tournament. We had a backstage segment where Odeotai cuts a promo and they hype up Rina Yamashita, saying, you know, Rina Yamashita, she's a savage. She's going to destroy Davina Rose. Davina Rose, you're not ready for this level of violence. Yeah, and then Davina Rose goes over, gets to 71. Rina Yamashita is pretty good, honestly. We gotta get her over at some point. I mean, we gotta get everyone over, right? We had the Elite cut a promo and it bombed. They got a 47. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. We had Mox cut a promo basically saying, you know, I don't care who they throw at me. You know, they could get wrestlers from Japan. They could be from Switzerland. It doesn't matter where they're from. It doesn't matter if it's Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, Kento Miyahara, Kenny Omega. I'm the best wrestler in the world. And every time I'm in that ring, I'm going to prove it. And then, yeah, we had Mox and Shingo take on Claudio and Kenta, which sounds like an insane match. They got an 83. And this Dynamite also got an 86. So a pair of good Dynamites last time. Yeah, and then again, Dark, we'll go through this quick. Brian Cage and Joe Doring defeated Tracy Williams and Adam Priest. We had a Leo Rush promo. Hannah Kimura and Martina got the win over Sari and Roxy. We had SCU cut a promo basically saying, you know, we got so caught up fighting those guys that we lost sight of our goals, and you know, we kind of lost sight of ourselves there, but we're back and we're gonna make up for lost time. You know, we're not going anywhere. Suzuki-gun. Oh yeah, I was really tickled by this. I put Montez Ford together with Wooly Mac as a bootleg version of that team from WWE, whatever their name was. Whatever team Montez Ford's in. I can never remember their name. But yeah, again, pretty good match. Thank you, Montez Ford. We're not going to sign him, but, you know, thanks. He gave us an 80 match and a 7. Stokely cuts a promo basically saying, if there's going to be a new women's championship here, shouldn't the world champion be invited to join the tournament? So we're going to find Awesome Kong a tag partner, and she will be in the tournament. So all you bitches better watch out. I give everyone the same voice. Stokely Hathaway sounds just like Jon Moxley. But yeah, then in the main event, we had Adam Page go over Calvin Tankman. A lot of Calvin Tankman in these couple of episodes. Or, well, we booked him twice. We booked him twice. Yeah, so that's the recap. I have to go grab something, so I'm gonna get up for just a second. And I'm gonna be right back. And we can start this episode proper. Alright, I'm back. So alright, it's time to start moving forward. We've got 2 tournaments to book. We're building up to a pay-per-view. There's a lot going on with AEW. Trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting about. I mean, I guess we'll see, right? We'll see. We're gonna kick. Oh, we need to we need to figure out what we're doing with the women's tournament. BB Hulk quits Dragon Gate. Whoa. Oh, unemployed, say. Oh, but he's 39. I mean, I mean, he's got charisma, he's got mic skills. He probably doesn't speak English, though, right? No, he only speaks Japanese. I'm gonna shortlist him and think about it because I mean BB Hulk's cool, right? Even though even at 39 years old, these are some solid stats. Luchasaurus. All right, yeah, Luchasaurus. Yeah, we heard you. I mean, I could just easily sign BB Hulk and just stick him in dev like I do with everyone. But I'm trying to, like, do we need him, you know? God, speaking of people we don't need, there's one person I regret not signing, and it's friggin' it's No Way Jose. Yeah, I had the chance to sign him. We looked at his stats and they're surprisingly decent. Like he's got pretty good brawling. I think he's got like okay flashiness, decent psychology. He's got charisma and mic skills. But yeah, so I thought about signing him for a second, decided not to, but I thought he was just straight up like out of WWE, like he was just walking. But then I came up with a funny gimmick for him, and I went to see if he was still available. Let me finish this story. Yeah, I went to see if he was still available, but it turns out that they actually re-signed him. So yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. I wanted to do a stupid gimmick where he was basically gonna do the Elias gimmick where he walks around backstage with a guitar, but he was gonna be serenading women and doing bachata songs. You know, because he's Dominican. So yeah, that would have been funny for me. But yeah, we can't do that. So I'm sad. New Japan tour. You know, God, I was literally thinking we really should just sign AJ Styles already because yeah, I want to debut him at the pay-per-view after the main event. So we might swoop in there, New Japan. I'm sorry, you guys had him for a good amount of tours. You know, he challenged for the title. Butcher's gonna go on tour with his band. Cara Noir resides in the Southwest. Cheerleader Melissa, I don't think we need her shortlisted anymore, honestly. Like, oh, she's got some pop. Wow, I'm surprised. All right, Holiday, yeah, of course. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it right now. Let's just go ahead and sign AJ Styles. Why have we been delaying it for so long? Yeah, they're just giving him a touring deal, but I mean, I don't know, whatever. We're just gonna offer him. What is he? He's 42 years old. Yeah, 3 years is good. All right. We're gonna give him $100,000 signing bonus because he's friggin' AJ Styles. 50% merch. We're not covering travel. You're making $92,000 a month. You can pay for your plane ticket. Give him a 30% bonus per event. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, okay. Here. All right, there we go. The offer is officially in. We're gonna take him off the short list because we're about to bring him in. All right, the prophecy foretold. We're finally doing it. We're finally gonna sign AJ Styles. I've been talking about it for friggin' every episode for who knows how long. Yeah, we're finally gonna do it. Yeah, and I don't know if I spoke about that, but I was thinking I think I want to do. Well, you know, in real life, AEW, they had big debuts at the end of pay-per-views for a good while there. I forget what year. I don't know if it was like 2022 or 2023, but they had a run of pay-per-views where after the main event, like I remember there was one show where Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson debuted. You know, there was one show where like Mercedes Moné showed up, where Sting shows up. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. We're gonna have AJ Styles come out after the main event. It's gonna be a big surprise. And then, yeah, we're going to go from there. Oh, they're getting... New Japan's getting Jeff Hardy for a tour. Sorry, New Japan. You guys, you had AJ for a while, but we need him. Cremator Von Slasher and Rhea Von Slasher were married last night. All right, well, happy wedding to the Von Slashers. How do you pronounce this? I'm not even gonna try. Also, what was going on in that photo? He had like one arm like twisted around his neck, or like what was that guy's deal? Who was that guy? All right, yeah, everybody wants to come up from Dev. Just stay in Tallahassee, god damn it. Yeah, main roster. All right, welcome AJ Styles. And yeah, there's no non-compete cause because he wasn't working anywhere. He was just a free agent, so he's just here. We're not gonna debut him till the preview. Oh right, this was a thing that happened. I forgot about that. Chris Jericho's the WWE champion again. All right, good for him. Oh, let's see the WrestleMania 36 card. Kevin Owens beat Randy Orton in the main event, won the Universal Championship. I like Kevin Owens. Good for Kevin Owens. Jericho beat Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, and Big Show for the title. All right, that's definitely a fatal four-way. Seth Rollins won the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial. Whatever, he won the Battle Memorial. Whatever, I said what I said. Ronda Rousey won a Battle Royal. Sasha Banks beat Becky Lynch. Wow, 87. Man, she got a 95. Jeez. Her contract needs to run out already. Yeah. And this, other than that, just a bunch of random matches. Got fired from Dragon Gate. Su Young's pregnant. Congrats. Tyson Fury had an MMA fight and lost. So I wonder who he fought. I think he fought Francis Ngannou in MMA. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, like Cain Velasquez or something. Man, speaking of fights, Jake Paul, I'm sure nobody cares about this. Like anybody who's watching TEW videos, I'm sure you probably don't care about boxing. But Jake Paul is fighting Anthony Joshua tonight. And I mean, I'm very curious. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see what happens. What's the story here? Out of the limelight? Wait, hold on. Why is she unemployed, but she's so popular? Oh, so she was in NXT and they released her, but she's still really popular. I mean, I never considered bringing in Nikki Cross, but I'll shortlist her for now because, yeah, we need women that are over, actually. We should probably just sign her, but we're going to shortlist her for now. Yeah, we should definitely sign her. I mean, that's pretty much how our women's division has been developing. Just anytime I see that a woman with some popularity is available, I'm like, oh, we should probably sign them. And then we use them, and we'll job her out a bunch like we did with Tennille. Oh, the Champions Carnival is going on in Noah. Let's take a look. Oh, our boys, Lee Moriarty and Thomas Billington. They're at 56. They're putting in that work. Big Trouble and Little Impact. I feel like this story comes up all the time, but then I keep checking to see if they're actually doing bad, and they're not doing that. Oh, okay. Actually, before we advance to Dynamite, we've got to figure out this tournament situation. Okay, so what are we doing here? Yeah, see, because let's take a look at Harush. Unimportant, of course. About 23 popularity across the board. Mika Wada, 21, 22. Let's look at Kagetsu. Not great. Rina, Yamashita, even worse. Okay. I mean, what we can oh, this is the wrong note. Okay, we can swap things around. So what if instead of doing Odeotai versus Odeotai, we do Odeotai 1, which is Hana Kimura and Martina. Oh, wait, damn. You see, the problem here is, so I was saying what we can do it this way, where we have Shida and Iwata advance to the finals. But then the problem is here that this semifinal match is going to be a match between 4 people that are unimportant. Maybe we should just go ahead and do that. But see, then again, it might be weird to have Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata win the tag titles because we have not been pushing them at all. But I figure we can do some kind of angle where Bianca Belair gets involved and distracts Awesome Kong and costs them the match. And then, presumably Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata would gain popularity from winning the belts. But I wonder if it would be enough for them to actually get over. Let's see, do they have momentum even? Neutral, damn it. Mika Iwata, neutral. Okay. What are their other matches? I mean, we can give them character ideas and just hope for the best, honestly. I think that sounds like a good plan, right? Because, yeah, we're 39 minutes into the stream and I'm still not booking a show. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. Right, I've got a safe bet. Likely. Near certainty, a safe bet. Right, I've got 2 safe bets and a near certainty. Alright, so let's go ahead and use these. Success. Warm. Alright. Let's use. Let's use a near certainty. All right, very warm. That's good. Mika Wada. You want to go with with a likely? We're doing it. Let's try it. No, I'm closing my eyes. I can't look. Oh, it was a success. Oh, very warm. All right, likely to succeed. Let's go. You got to believe. Yeah, let's get to this dynamite. Yeah, I've been giving Sting the night off every week for a while just because you know, he's really popular, but I've got nothing for him to do right now. So I feel like just having him backstage, he'll eventually start to get upset. So yeah, we need him to not. He doesn't need to be here right now. AJ Styles, you also do not need to be here right now. I'm sorry. And where you at? Jay Briscoe, you also don't need to be here. April 8th. Let's see. Where were we last? Oh, April 1st, Southeast. Okay. We haven't been to New England since January. Let's go here. We're going to Connecticut. We could use more character ideas, actually. Oh, near certainty. Like, God. I mean, likely's work sometimes. I've had decent luck with them, but it's always scary. A safe bet for Christopher Daniels. Okay, he doesn't really need it, but thanks. We'll take it. Let's go for some angles also. Ooh, safe bet. Near certainty for Claudio Castagnoli. All right, you know what? 8 out of 10 meeting. Good job, guys. Good work. Davina Rose, pull the rib on Dark Sheik. Martine, I always love this message. She's just in a delightful mood, you know. That like this needs to be an update. That somebody's in a good mood backstage. All right, and that's it. Everybody, that's nothing else going on. All right, so we Oh, so I guess for this show we announced that we're booking Mox versus Kento and the Lucha Brothers versus Proud and Powerful. That's kind of crazy, but let's do it. You know, it's it's the first Dynamite after WrestleMania, so we gotta stick it to the Fed. We gotta show them what's up. So here we go. Does Kento Miyahara have momentum? Neutral? That is strange, honestly, because yeah, we've given them all these wins since they got here, and for most of them, I've had Kento Miyahara get the win. So yeah, I don't understand that, but let's just go ahead and use this warm safe bet. Yeah, we're just using them. Ooh, hot. There we go. All right, he should have already been hot. I'd say. Oh, maybe it's because his gimmick's poor. I don't know. I don't understand how we can have him on a. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 match win streak. Neutral momentum. I don't get that. We do 17, or will the game get mad? John Moxley's gonna retain, but we're gonna do open match. Tainted win. You know, I'm not even gonna do all like distractions and stuff, but we're just gonna assume that Pac and Shingo try to get involved at some point in the match. And here, let's just do this. At ringside. Pac, Shingo. Let's just do Kenny Omega. Screw it. See, the way I envision it is that Pac and Shingo are at ringside. Some point in the match, the referee gets taken out. They're about to get involved. Then the Elite, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks, they hit the ring. They take out Pac and Shingo. They fight them to the back. But then somehow Mox still, he still uses some kind of dirty tactic, like a low blow or something, and he gets the win. So yeah, even though the Elite tried to even the score, Jon Moxley, some way, somehow retains the belt. Speaking of the belt, let's make sure it's on the line. Let's get Rick Knox out of there. We need our best hands on this. Kenzo's being used too much. Okay. Right. We want to do a tag team street fight. God, we do so many street fights. I don't know if we're just overusing the gimmick, but I like street fights. What can I say? All right, Santana and Ortiz taking on the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix and Penta. And the titles are on the line. I know oh, well, Penta's pretty good at brawling. I feel like we always do steal the show with tag team title matches, but maybe we should make this a wild brawl since it's street fight. So yeah, we'll go for that. Why not? We'll try it. And here we're giving Santana. Once again, it's an open match, and we're gonna have him we're gonna do a tainted finish. I don't really know how you cheat in a street fight. I don't know. Maybe Pac and Shingo got involved in this too. I don't know. But yeah, point is, Santana and Ortiz are retaining the belts. Don't ask about all the details. I'm booking too much stuff here. Oh, he's a bit unhappy. Oh man. Anyways, you'll be fine. Here, let's do this. Switch, why are you giving me notifications while I'm streaming? It's telling me to go watch. You may like this streamer, and it's like, dude, I'm streaming. Okay, so let's go ahead and all right, we need to book a qualifying match for this tournament. So we did MJF, Dalton Castle. Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa is one that sounds good, but I feel like for that one we need to we haven't done anything with Tommaso Ciampa, so we need to, like, at the very least, give him a match on Dark and have him cut a promo before we do that. We can do we could do this one. Wagner, Phantasma, and Bandito. Yeah, that can be our steal to show match for this week. So yeah, let's do that. Even though Bandito just lost last week in a friggin' steal the show match. Maybe it shouldn't be Bandito then. Maybe it could be Black Taurus. Let's see. I mean, Bandito is definitely the more over of the two, and he's got slightly better stats and more momentum. But we just booked him to lose a match last week. I wish I thought about this before I did that. I mean, the last time we booked back Black Taurus, it was in a match with Wagner III. So you know what? It makes sense a little bit. God, he's got chilling momentum though. All right, we're not gonna keep giving everyone creative ideas. We'll give him one some other time. Maybe. Also, you'll have Phantasma. I feel like I haven't done anything with him for a minute either. But yeah, so just a cool Lucha 3-way. We're gonna have Dr. Wagner III go over. He's gonna go over Black Taurus. Match. Clean. Eola Phantasma, are you over still? I feel like he's recognized. Okay, cool. Alright, kind of weird having this be longer than the main event. You know what? Screw it. I don't care if the game's gonna penalize this. The main event should be at least 15 minutes. It's for the world title. I don't care. We're doing it. You don't have control of me, game. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, and I mean, I guess we should kick off the women's tournament on the show too. And you know what? Why not start it with the team we just put all those creative ideas into, Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata? Since we did all that. So here, we're going to do Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata taking on Kimberly and Jessica Hatt. Open match. Everything's an open match on the show. Here, we'll put Allison K at ringside. You know, I just thought we could have made the actual tournament bracket in the game. Like, we can do it here, but that's too much work now. If I would have thought about doing that off screen, that would have been cool, but it's too late. So let me see. Kimberly, will you put over? Hey, all right. Thank you, Kimberly. All right, so we've got our 2 tournament matches, 2 title matches. All right, we need Walter can maybe cut a promo, if that, honestly. Cody and Adam Page, they can cut a promo too. They don't need to be on this card, honestly. We could do something with the Dark Order, maybe. Oh man. Let's look at our storylines. It was cold. Oh, Claudio's not even in this? Why? Why is Claudio not even in? Whatever. You know what? Actually, no. He should be in this. Because we're going to do Claudio versus Walter in the tournament. We should rename. We could book an Eddie Kingston match, I guess. Oh, we need a storytelling match. Okay. We can do Eddie Kingston versus I mean, he beat Brian Cage before. I don't remember if it was on Dynamite or Dark, but we can do him versus Joe Doring. Yeah, it was on Dark, but yeah, this is a match we can do. Alright, just checking that Joe Doring has psychology. I mean, honestly, this can be 10 minutes. All right, so we're set on matches now. We need some promos. God, I've been so focused on booking these tournaments that I haven't really thought about everything else we're doing with the shows. But I mean, hey, that's the fun of playing this game, you're right? You can do whatever you want. You can figure it out in whatever way you want. You don't have to meticulously plan everything out. Or you can if you want to. I've seen some people who play this game and they've got spreadsheets open. It's like, okay, go off. All right, we definitely want to book a John Moxley promo because he's in the main event. All right, Moxley, Anthony Miyahara off screen. Kenny Omega. We're just gonna give him 6 minutes backstage. And yeah, just let him do his thing. I've got a lot of person-specific angle ideas. We've got a bit of a gamble for Demonic Flamita. Very useful. Mox probably doesn't even need it. So yeah. Wait, did I set this to be backstage? We're gonna do an MJF promo. We're gonna have him brag about being the first entrant into the AEW Prime Championship tournament, and he's gonna say that he plans on winning the tournament. And of course, he's gonna glaze Cody Rhodes. You know, he's gonna say something like, you know, I can only hope that in the finals it's Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus the icon of AEW, Cody Rhodes, the architect, the creator. Though I think I don't think we're gonna have them actually. Oh wait, I didn't 4 minutes backstage. I think we did character development for Mox, so we're gonna do storyline. Oh, here we're gonna do Adam Page off screen. Because I'm sure at some point MJF will take some shots at him. And also MJF can use an angle like that. So here, we're going to give him. Here's a near certainty. Yeah. All right, I just had an idea. We're gonna start the show with a tag title match, and then at some point backstage, we're gonna cut to Melissa Santos just interviewing the Lucha Brothers, and I want to do an angle where, we didn't set, hold on, one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and set. We're gonna set Pac to interfere. Or you know what? Actually, God, let's not even do that. We're just gonna have them cut a promo where they're upset that they lost the match. They're like, you know, pinche cabron, you know, he had to use underhanded tactics to beat us. So yeah, they're really pissed they lost the match. And we're gonna have the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. They're basically gonna come up or Kenny Omega doesn't even need to be there. We're gonna have the Young Bucks come up and basically try to like talk to the Lucha Brothers. Like, you know, you guys should have listened to us, you know. Those guys, you know, they always use underhanded tactics and use any cheap trick in the book to get the win. You know, they're always gonna interfere in each other's matches. We need to look out for each other. And once again, for the second time, we're gonna have the Lucha Brothers just kind of blow off the Young Bucks. Like how about you guys mind your own goddamn business and stay out of ours? And we're gonna have it's gonna be a real tense moment between the teams. And yeah, basically they almost get into a fight. We're not gonna actually have them brawl, but you know, tense moment. We're gonna call it for Shadow, or I mean T. Do Melissa Santos background. The character development. Oh, let's get Santana and Ortiz off screen too. Let's go ahead and use that other angle idea. There's no use in saving them, right? Okay, alright, we said we're gonna do a promo with Cody and Adam Page. I mean, it doesn't need to be a promo, honestly. We can do one or both of them in a match, but probably just one is better. Is there anyone local? Oh man, I remember on the last screen, I opened up this screen wherever we were, and I was just overwhelmed by the amount of wrestlers there were, and I just could not look at the screen. Christian Casanova is pretty decent. Well, yeah, who's over in New England? David Arquette. Kenny Dykstra. God, what a throwback. I mean, it seems like the most over person aside from like friggin' Jim Duggan and David Arquette was Christian Casanova. So yeah, let's do Christian Casanova taking on oh, he's 100% babyface. Whatever. Let's have him take on Cody. It's not going to be a qualifying match, but just a match. I mean, we can do a babyface versus babyface match, right? It's kind of a thing where it's, Cody Rhodes in action next. They don't even announce who he's facing. Yeah, we'll give him 8 minutes. I mean, 8 minutes is kind of like more than a squash match, but still pretty short. Yeah, obviously Cody's gonna go over. Clean win. What are we trying to do for Adam Page again? Adam Page versus Brian Cage. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and do an angle to set that up. It's a fun match to do. Even though we just had Brian Cage lose to Eddie Kingston not that long ago, but it doesn't matter. All right, go backstage. Hype promo. Right here. All right, Jim Ross says, "Whoa there, cowboy! You're facing my boy, Brian Cage." That's not a good Jim Ross at all. 2 out of 10. All right, we're gonna have Adam Page basically say like, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he wants to go around here bad mouthing me, talking that all this crap that he's gonna win the tournament. Well, guess what, asshole? I also plan on being in the tournament, and I also plan on winning the tournament. So it sounds like we've got ourselves a problem. So I say next week, give me my qualifying match. I'll beat whoever it is. I'm gonna get in the tournament. I'm gonna win the whole damn thing. And then yeah, Jim Ross walks up, etc. Whoa, easy there. All right, we gotta have Jim Ross speak, so good luck. I mean, let's take or you know what, Joe Doring can be there. It's fine. I was gonna say let's take Joe Doring out since we literally booked him to lose a match on this show, but it's fine. Although is the game gonna say we're using him too much? Okay, no. See, I would like to do some kind of we can't do like an interview or a promo from Kento Miyahara. I would like to do a hype video, but he's not over enough. I don't think it would do well. Can we like tweak his gimmick? Let me see. Plays swagger style gimmicks well, but he's doing a legitimate gimmick. All right, that's good. Right. Oh, it's too soon to consider changing his gimmick unless it's part of a turn? Whoops. Alright. Never mind. Oh, we still need 7 more minutes. Whatever. I was gonna label the tournament qualifying matches as tournament qualifying matches, but whatever. We know they are. Yeah, we'll do a 7-minute Davina. No, we'll give Davina 4 minutes backstage. Hype. Let's just have her declare herself joining the tournament too. Mia Yim can also talk. I don't know if that's the best idea, but we're doing it. And we're just gonna do Odeo tie off screen so it can tie into the storyline. And we'll get Awesome Kong and Stokely Hathaway in there too. And screw it, we're gonna do more ominous teasing from Ultramantis Black. Or actually, let's do comedy. Yeah, we went from ominous to comedy in a second. Oh yeah. We must prepare for the return of the Exalted One. Ultramantis Black, like in this angle we're doing, basically, he's kind of Ultramantis Black, but he's also kind of um God, what's the guy's name? Who's the Gumball Man guy from from regular show? Oh God, this is gonna bother me. I straight up can't remember his name. It's not Skips and it's not Pops. I know that. God, I'm just going through regular show characters in my head now. Evil Uno. I don't think Evil Uno or Stu Grayson can talk. So we're just gonna have them as background players. We'll do Denise Salcedo in the background. Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks, can you? Yeah, well, yeah. Chris Brooks will just also be in the background. Oh, exactly 115. Boom. All right, so we're gonna start with tag championships right off the bat. All right, Kingston versus Doring. All right, we can swap these. I'll switch these two. All right, yeah, that's the Dynamite, I guess. Oh, we didn't do anything with Claudio. I mean, we could also give Claudio a promo, I guess, but I don't really need to. God, what am I doing? I'm trying to open this. Thank you. What do we want to do with Claudio? We didn't even come up with a qualifying match for Claudio. Yeah, we didn't even do that. I mean, Claudio versus Bandito would have been cool, but we just booked it as a match. All right, Claudio versus TBD. got some promo skills. We'll do. Yeah, I figured that's a good angle for Claudio, where he's like, I came to AEW because I heard that this is where the best wrestling competition was. And so far, I've faced some great competitors, but, you know, I'm not satisfied with just that. I want to be the best, and I want to face the best. So, Tony Khan, I am asking you to put me in this AEW Prime Championship tournament, etc., etc. Renee Paquette interview. Renee Paquette doing a lot of interviews on this one. I mean, here, we're going to do 2 minutes out. It's just 2 minutes. Claudio, just quick little promo just to get him on the show. I'm just going to put it right here before this Cody match. All right, this is we've got 2 title matches on this. We've got Adam Page promo, Lucha Brothers promo, MJF, Mox. There's always a Mox promo. We got 86s for our last Dynamites. I'm gonna go ahead and guess 80. I mean, we're gonna get penalized for using Kento Miyahara too much, so I'm gonna guess 82. I think this episode's gonna get an 82. Let's see. And I hope that Kento Miyahara, even though he is booked to lose this match, gains some popularity from it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I'm just thinking now. I don't think I booked Kenny Omega to do anything on this show. Whoops. Oh, God, damn it. We're just gonna stick him here. Kenny Omega working the crowd. Maybe the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros really get into it, and Kenny Omega is in between them. Like, all right, guys, whoa, calm down. Hold on, guys, don't fight. That kind of thing. Let's just get him on the show. All right, 82 Dynamite. Let's go. All right, Proud and Powerful took on Lucha Brothers in a street fight, which got an 81. Pretty good match. Not the greatest match that we've seen from these two, but we did Wild Brawl instead of Steal the Show. 81 is still a good match. We got the show off to a strong start. Yeah, we had them go over, but it was a tainted. I don't know how you use a foreign object in a street fight. I don't know. Maybe we can say he threw pocket sand in his eyes or something. You know, he busted out the baby powder. He got him with the talcum. All right, backstage segment. Adam Page announces that he wants to join the AEW Prime tournament. I need to get used to saying AEW Prime Championship. I keep stumbling over it. Yeah, the AEW Prime Championship. Adam Page wants to be in the tournament. Jim Ross says, you know, slow your roll there, boy. If you want to be in that tournament, you're going to have to make it through this man. But he's not a man. He's a machine. He's Brian Cage. Yeah, I got a 74. It's only got a 46. Oh, Joe Doring got a bruised kidney? Oh, everybody's always bruising their kidneys. Terrible wrestling and non-existent. Oh, man. We should not have booked this match. Yeah, all right, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. This was just a bad match. Which, you know, is a shame, because in real life, I imagine these two would have good chemistry. Yeah, and here's that segment with the Lucha Brothers, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. Got a 68. Thank you, Angle Idea, for letting this not bomb. Whoa, Mika Iwata sustained the mild concussion. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. I mean, to be fair, they're advancing in the tournament, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have to wrestle next week. So hopefully she'll be fine by the next time we've got to book them. Yeah, that's not good. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata got the win over Kimberly and Jessica Havoc, with Hikaru Shida pinning Kimberly with the Maju no Ichigeki. The Maju no Ichigeki. Yes, everybody knows that's Hikaru Shida's finish. All right, the backstage segment does a 53. Not terrible, not terrible. Chris Brooks is I believe he's recognizable, so that having him here actually helps. It's a good thing we threw him in there. Claudio Castagnoli angle gets a 56. All right. Cody Rhodes beats Christian Casanova with a disaster kick. Beat him with your finish, man. You gotta bury him like that. Beat him with the crossroads. Yeah, gets a 63. Just a little match to get Cody on the show and hype him up. We've been having him cutting promos for weeks and weeks. Just give him a match, you know. Just we don't want him to get rusty like Christian Casanova was. Davina Rose struggling to improvise dialogue during this promo. She's too fired up. She's like, we're gonna win the tournament. Odeo Tai, Stokely Hathaway, Lucha thing. MJF promo gets a 76. Okay. Bless you, my catch is sneeze. The big Lucha three-way match gets an 82. Hijo del Fantasma only getting a 60. That's a little low for him, I'd say. But yeah, cool three-way match. It was a qualifying match for the tournament. This goes to show that not all the qualifying matches will necessarily be singles matches. And yeah, Dr. Wagner III continues his rise in AEW. He's now in the tournament. So far we've had MJF and Dr. Wagner III qualify. I believe that's the only two. All right, John Moxley with the old "I'm gonna break his neck" promo. Got an 82. Whoa, all right, a 90. All right, well done. Yeah, he beat him with the bully choke after blatantly cheating. Yeah, John Moxley makes defense number 6 of his world title. John Moxley with an iron grip on the championship. Oh, and they had great chemistry. Oh, we're gonna have to come back to this match, you know. Also, I forgot to talk about this match, but this is kind of like a nod to my Fire Pro days, because I used to play a lot of Fire Promoter and Fire Pro Wrestling World. Oh, we got an 86 again. That's pretty funny. We keep getting 86s. No matter what we book, we keep getting 86s. What gives? But yeah, and in one of my last or most recent Fire Promoter runs, I was doing an AEW file. And I started bringing in All Japan guys at some point. And I just had John Moxley win the Triple Crown Championship from Kento Miyahara. And basically had them do like a trilogy of matches. So, you know, that match was a little nod to my Fire Pro days. You know, back in my day. No, I love Fire Pro, but God, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have to go back to that, because, you know, you get all excited to play, but then you open up the game and you got to spend all this time re-downloading everything, updating all your wrestlers. Who wasn't on deck? We can give the Young Bucks a dark match. Have they wrestled Danny Garcia and Kevin Blackwood? I'm gonna say no. Oh, that is not Daniel Garcia. That is Dalton Castle. We haven't booked that. Oh, yes, we're gonna have Daniel Garcia to go over. No, we're not doing it. All right, Bucks, clean win. Who else do we want to give some momentum? We can do like another Darby Allin match. Do you have anybody from Dev? Alan Angels, you're a heel. Is there anyone local? You know, we did this already. I'm not about to bring in Kenny Dykstra, so yeah, let's get Alan Angels in here. We're gonna give him a clean win. And once again, I want to do here we're gonna do Ultraman's Black on commentary. We'll leave Alice in Danger. Oh, and Alice in Danger is also the road agent. Oh, Penta's a star. Cool. Oh, let's do a Tommaso Ciampa match. Calvin Tankman, get in here. Calvin Tankman quickly becoming the Dark King. We'll have this be an open match. Get some stuff in. Yeah, ultimately Tommaso Ciampa is gonna win. We need to gas him up a little bit before we book him in the tournament. Or he's not gonna be in the tournament, but I want to give him a qualifier against Walter. I just think that sounds like a really sick match. I forgot about this, but I want to do a backstage promo where basically we're gonna yeah, maybe we can do it that Walter is cutting a promo and Tommaso Ciampa, you know, kind of just shows up and says, if you're looking for an opponent to face in a qualifying match, look no farther. I'm right here. They have a really intense face-off. The veins in their necks are bulging. Really intense. The intensity is so intense. All right, I'm being stupid. And here, let's do a Tommaso Ciampa promo. Actually, you know what? On second thought, let's not. Because I just thought about it. He's got nothing to talk about. We're not doing the angle with Walter. We're going to do it on Dynamite. Oh, did I close the notepad? God damn it. I wanted to take a look at the women's tournament bracket again. Or whatever. We're just going to have Stokely cut a promo. All right, here, let's do Denise Salcedo as the interviewer this time. And we're going to have her interviewing Stokely. She's going to be like, last week you mentioned that Awesome Kong might want to join the women's tag title tournament. Have you found the partner yet? And Stokely Hathaway is going to be like, Denise Salcedo, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I have to sit here and give away my plans for everyone to hear just for free? Nuh-uh. If I'm going to talk business, I'm going to do it on the show people actually watch. I'm going to do it on Dynamite. And you know what? People, you'll know Awesome Kong's partner when it's time to know. Yeah, and then I want to have, we're going to do Denise Salcedo. She's going to ask, and what about Bianca Belair? She's been calling for a title match against Awesome Kong. Is there any plans on doing that match? And Stokely Hathaway is like, what the hell is wrong with you, Denise? Why would we give a title match to Bianca Belair? What has she done to earn a match other than whine and complain? As far as I'm concerned, Bianca Belair, you don't deserve a title match, and you're not going to get one. So you can keep on talking all you want, but you don't run anything around here. We're in charge. We make the rules. We've got the championship. You're not getting a shot. Okay. Oh, you know what we should do? We should give Zack Sabre Jr. a promo. All right, because Dark is gonna air on Tuesday before Dynamite. So yeah, we're just gonna have Zack Sabre Jr. cut a promo where he's like, I asked Tony Khan to be included in this tournament, and of course, he says that my match for tomorrow night is against Chuck Taylor. Best friends, we're sick of dealing with you. We're sick of facing you guys, and this is gonna be the last time. We're going to prove once and for all that Suzuki-gun is better than best friends. Because yeah, when basically when Suzuki-gun had the upper hand in the feud, they were real cocky. They were like, you guys suck. We're going to bully you whenever we want. Ha ha ha. There's nothing you can do about it. But they've been embarrassed by best friends a few times. So yeah, now even just knowing that he has to wrestle Chuck Taylor, he's pissed. Oh, let's put an interview in here for realism. Hey, does anybody else have a promo? Her popularity did not even go up from that one. Anyways, you speak English. Oh, speaks fluent English? Doesn't have promo skills. Okay, well, anyways. Maypack Hat. Hikaru Shida interview. Yeah, we've got Renee Paquette asking Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata. You guys are the first team to officially advance in the women's tag team title tournament. You know, how do you guys feel? And Hikaru Shida in perfect English apparently is going to say that, you know, we're here. We've been here since the beginning of this company, and we're confident that we're going to win this whole tournament because we have fighting spirit. I don't know, something. Oh my god, I can't type. It's definitely backstage. We need 6 more minutes. Man, we could give somebody a squash match? We could do Jimmy Jacobs and Punch from Martinez, maybe. We haven't tried that combination. And they can just wrestle Private Party. 6 minutes. It's gonna be a squash. Brody King at ringside, and even though it's just a squash match, we're gonna have Brody King interfere. Take out Mark Quinn behind the referee's back or something. Right, we're gonna start with this. Yeah, this looks pretty good. All right, it's dark. We don't really care what it scores, but we're shooting for a 70. Show me at least a 70. Darby Allin and Alan Angels get a 54. Oh, Ultramantis Black and Allison Danger, an awkward pairing. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Good thing he's not on the whole show. All right, we've got Jimmy Jacobs and Punch from Martinez going over Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. 68. You know, Private Party just as good as the end time here. I feel like we've got so many tag teams, like so many tag teams right now. But yeah, they're coming along nice. 42, not bad, not bad. No, not great, but you know, not bad. I thought it'd be like a 30 or something. Stokely Hathaway 50, bad Stokely, bad Stokely. You should cut better promos than this. Bad Stokely. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa off his game. 61 match against Calvin Tankman. Right, Suzuki-gun, they're tired of the best friends. They want to end this once and for all. Gets a 69. And the main event, the Young Bucks go over Black Death, and it gets a 76. Daniel Garcia did pretty good. All right. Ooh, 72, pretty good. Oh, Mika Wada's hurt for 30 days. Oh, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. Yeah, Mika Wada being hurt really is not good. I mean, we've got 3. If we're doing one qualifying or one tournament match per week for the women's tournament, we've got 3 more quarterfinal matches to do, and then 2 semifinal matches. So maybe we can find. Let's see. All right, it's the 9th. All right. I mean, she should be fine by these last 2 Dynamites for the pay-per-view. So hopefully it'll all be good. It'll work. Kane taking a hiatus. All right, good riddance. Joe Doring, Bruce Spleen. Morale issues in all Japan. Some guy getting signed to ROH. All right. 8 million. 8 million. Okay. But I gotta remember before the pay-per-view to make those championships. Oh wait. I think the game did this on its own, because I definitely did not create this title. But anyways, it's here, so we're gonna go ahead and rename it the Prime Championship. And we're just gonna leave the TNT picture because there's obviously not an Amazon Prime Championship already. I mean, we can check. What do I even? Wow, there's a lot of AEW championships. An Adult Swim Championship. Own Heart Cup. I don't even know why we checked that. They're obviously not gonna have it. Yeah, let's just, while we're here. Tag women's division only. Always 2v2. I guess primary, right? What are the regular tag titles? Loading. All right. I guess we'll go with that. Why is it at 80 prestige? My God. Huh? Excuse me? Okay. Here, we'll just use an alternate woman's title photo. We'll change this to the newer belt. All right, the women's tag gonna be our most prestigious title. Oh, whoa. We could Shawn Michaels. I mean, yeah, we don't need Shawn Michaels. He'd be a great, a really good road agent, but we really don't. I mean, for sure, he's no way Jose. Who's over? Ricky Starks and Laredo Kid. All right, sounds good. Oh, Mark Briscoe's here, baby. The Briscoes. Oh, what's going on with the Champions Carnival? Oh, don't crash on me now, game. All right. And Hechicero Bonds with Vicky Guerrero. That's nice. It's nice. Oh, I gotta check if Kento Miyahara gained any pop from that match because I don't see how you can have a 90 rated world title match in the main event on friggin' TV and not gain any popularity. So yeah, we should definitely check that. Still unimportant. Huh. Pop went up by like only 1 point. I mean, that's a little annoying, but fine. I guess he didn't win the match. It's pretty annoying. He should have gained popularity. Sign Bobby Roode. Oh, he's 42. Wow. I mean, he doesn't even want that much money and he's like decently over. I mean, I'm tempted. Screw it. Random signing. I mean, we'll see. Sometimes I try to randomly sign people like this and they just end up signing to WWE anyways. But I figure, you know, he's got some pop. We could use him to take some losses, get some people over. Are they giving him 10 per event? Merchandise 25. Travel, no. What if I gave you 25? 25. You know what? I didn't want him that bad. Never mind. I was literally just gonna sign him because I was like, he's got some pop. You know what? Screw it. Let's sign him. Let's sign him. Let's not be cheap. We're here. 30. We'll give him 30 beans. Oh. All right, man. Well, we might sign Bobby Roode for no reason. I mean, he's got decent stats, good microphone skills. He's over. You know, he can, yeah, like I said, he can put some people over. Hey, Allie's here. All right. I think it was oh, it was Fabian Eichner we tried to sign. I saw that he was available. I figured, you know what, we'll throw him in ring camp. Why not? And yeah, we made him an offer and he just straight up accepted WWE's offer after saying that he'd consider our offer. So yeah, that kind of sucked. And that happened to us with Naomi early on in the save, but she wasn't even. Their offer's being seriously considered. All right. One of two. About 34. One of two. 34,000, $30,000 bonus. One of two. Okay. 38. What was that group in TNA? What was it? Fortune? That it was like AJ Styles, Ric Flair, Bobby Roode, and Frankie Kazarian or something. We could reform that. We can reform that group. We've got all the guys except Rick. Just replace Ric Flair with Sting, and there you go. We could have AJ Styles do like a bad Sting impersonation. Man, what were they doing there? It's like, oh, the AJ Styles, this guy, he's so over with the crowd. He's such a great wrestler. Nah, he needs to be more like Ric Flair. Psycho Clown's here. Super Crazy's contract, there's only 30 days on it. We're probably not going to re-sign Super Crazy and Tajiri. You know, great wrestlers. I'm a big fan of both of them, but we basically brought them in with the plan of just using them for a few, like 6 months. Just kind of job them out, have some cool matches with people, and then send them on their way. And I think we did that, you know? We booked some cool tag matches. We booked Kenta versus Tajiri. You know, hey, you know, it's no big loss if we lose them. All right, it's Wednesday, April 15th. I am gonna take a quick little break before we proceed with things here. We've been streaming for 2 hours here. Wow, the time's flowing by. Yeah. Just gonna take this break real quick, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Or else. Okay, I'm back for real this time. I was just talking and explaining a bunch of stuff, and I didn't realize my microphone was still muted from when I went on break the first time. That's my bad. I'm gonna have to remember to edit that out when I post this on YouTube. But yeah, I was saying I've been trying to turn Hijo del Fantasma heel for a while now. I wanted to do it at the last pay-per-view, but then I realized that I was also having Punishment Martinez turn on Eddie Kingston, and I just felt like that was a stronger story than Phantasma turning on Dragon Lee. Like we had built up the Eddie Kingston Punishment Martinez thing a bit more. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we can try to have Phantasma and Wagner feud somehow. So yeah, I want to do this respect promo backstage between them. Yeah, we'll have Dragon Lee in the back. Latinos Unidos. Do we have an angle idea we can use? We have 2 likely to succeed. Sure, why not? Let's go for it. You know, we should have Mox and Santana and Ortiz. They all defended their belts last week, so I feel like we should give them a cool match. And then have a big promo where they talk a bunch of shit, basically. How are these two doing? Fuego del Sol's not terrible. I mean, damn. I was thinking we could do Ultimo Dragon, Wheeler Yuta, and Fuego maybe, but I kind of feel bad having Ultimo Dragon job. You know, because he's Ultimo Dragon. I saw that his birthday passed recently, actually. Happy belated birthday to Ultimo Dragon. Any Ultimo Dragon fans out there? Rhetorical question. Everyone's an Ultimo Dragon fan. Kip Sabian, you're a babyface, right? You work here. don't know why Kip Sabian has the box over his head. But anyways, we're just gonna ignore that. Here, let's have Mox pin Yuta. Why not? Or no, he can beat Sabian. All right. Let's book an angle. I think we're still 5 weeks from the pay-per-view, but let's do an angle where we're gonna do a bit of role reversal here. We're gonna have, instead of the heels attacking the baby faces, we're gonna have the baby. God, I can't talk right now. We're gonna have the baby faces attack the heels. Jeez. Except we're not gonna have them attack them, but we're gonna have Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks come out after the match. They're gonna work the crowd. We're gonna have Mox, Pac, now everybody needs to be working the crowd. Yeah, we've got all these guys in the ring. And, you know, Mox is basically telling them, like, come on down here. Get in the ring, you know, let's fight. Come on, you guys still tough? And then we're going to have the Lucha Brothers are going to show up, basically. And once the Lucha Brothers show up, we're going to do the thing where the baby faces, they run to hit the ring, and all the heels, as soon as they're going to get in the ring, they all just bail, you know, just get out of the ring, leave through the crowd. Storyline development. Should we have Kenny talk? God, I almost feel like it's better. We're just gonna have everyone work the crowd. Everyone's gonna work the crowd. It'll be fine. Just keep everybody work the crowd. Nobody has to speak. He's gonna run off the heels. Nice and simple. And then we're gonna have a John Moxley backstage promo. Yeah. Now we're talking. Yeah, basically John Moxley, you know, he's all jazzed up now. Like, oh, so now you guys are all tough. You know, you want to surprise us and come out with extra guys after we just wrestled the match, you know? You guys are real tough, you know, real cute. You know, but we're not here to play your little kid games. You know, I'm John Moxley. I'm still the AEW World Champion. I'm still the best wrestler in the world. And at Double or Nothing, Kenny Omega, I'm going to break your neck and I'm going to rip your damn head off. No, Kenny Omega off screen. Penta. All right, so about half the show done. We can give Davina Rose a singles match. I'm thinking we can do an angle where Davina Rose has her match, and then after the match, we're gonna have Stokely's gonna come out. Yeah, he's gonna now introduce Allie, basically. Yeah, Trish Adora. I mean, we're kind of doing these are like matches that should be on Dark, but we're doing them on Dynamite. But I mean, they're not taking up too much of the show, I think. That would be an open. And here we're gonna do. Here we'll have Davina Rose get attacked by Awesome Kong actually to set this up. Like right, she wins her match. Right after the match, we have Awesome Kong come out. I mean, wouldn't Mia Yim be there though? All right, let's do this. Awesome Kong and Allie come out and attack Mia Yim and Bailey. I mean Davina. What is this? Hype? I don't know. Is Allie someone who can work the crowd? Oh yeah, yeah. She's got Riz. Or work the crowd. Should we have Bianca Belair involved in this somehow? For now, no. Here, we'll use another likely. Oh, we need to do some storytelling and we need a steel show match. Oh, right. Didn't we were going to do Zack Sabre Jr. versus Chuck Taylor. I mean, these two can probably do storytelling. Victor, Zack Sabre Jr. Mission finish. So we're gonna have interference from. I mean, you know what? We're not even gonna do it. We're just gonna put everyone at ringside. But just, you know, Suzuki-gun shenanigans is what's going on. You know, they've been the best friends have been able to overcome them in the past, but this time, just not quite enough. Just weren't quite able to do it one more time. Zack Sabre Jr. gets the win, and for God's sakes, let's end the storyline. How do we do that? End storyline. It's probably the first time I've ever used this option. Yeah, the storyline's been going on forever. Let's finally end it. Zack Sabre Jr. finally gets a win. Okay. Oh, I didn't give Sting, AJ Styles, or anybody else the night off this week? Oh well. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to do that Tommaso Ciampa Walter thing. You know, I had SCU cut a pro. Oh, see, that's more of a dark match though. I had him cut a promo saying they want to get back in the game, but giving them a match against random people. We've got many of those on the show right now. Is there anyone Kenta and Claudio face? Oh, we need to steal the show match. Maybe we can do we did Claudio versus Bandito in a singles and it went really well. So let's do here, let's not use Black Taurus. Let's use Puma King? Flamita? I mean, I think Flamita is definitely more over. Yeah, let's use Flamita. Screw it. All right, I guess this is the Steel the Show match. We'll give the win to big ol' Claudio Castagnoli. I don't know why I call him big. That was weird. Oh, more minutes. Two-minute promo, character development. Yeah, we're gonna do the Walter thing with Tommaso Ciampa. The thing, we're gonna do it. Yeah, basically Walter is gonna cut the exact same promo that everybody else has been cutting, that he wants to be in the tournament. And Yeah, this time we're gonna have Tommaso Ciampa show. All right, let's have an intense face-off. I don't know if these guys have wrestled each other like in NXT or anything, but that sounds like a good match to me. They feel like two guys with styles that would mesh well. You know, Walter just chops the hell out of Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa just knees him in the face for real. We need 8 more minutes. We didn't actually have the Elite cut a promo. So yeah, let's do that. You know, just generic babyface promo. Kenny Omega he's fired up, you know. He's like, Mox, you keep going on and on about how you're the best wrestler in the world, but we all know that without Pac, without Shingo, without Santana and Ortiz, you wouldn't be the world champion today. So, you know, we're not gonna stop coming after you. We're gonna keep coming for you until the title's off you. Right. We need 5 more minutes. That's interesting that AJ Styles is only well known. All right, let's get a Jimmy Jacobs promo in. Or I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Brody King speak. Yeah, and basically, Jimmy Jacobs is gonna say, you know, Eddie Kingston, you keep calling us out, and you know, you're interfering in our matches. You know, you had the opportunity to join us, but you chose to be a fool and stand on your own. And you know, we're getting tired of listening to you yap and whine and moan. And Brody King's gonna chime in like, Eddie Kingston, you walk around there like you're some tough guy. Well, how about next week, you and me, we have ourselves a fight. Yeah, we're gonna get the ball rolling on this feud. I mean, not get the ball rolling, but you know, move it along. We've been having them kind of do other things and cut promos on each other. I figure it's time we start having Eddie Kingston. You know, he's gonna face Brody King. He wants revenge on Punishment Martinez, so that's gonna happen at some point. And at the pay-per-view, he's probably gonna wrestle Jimmy Jacobs. He's gonna end his whining for good. He's gonna kill him. There. I don't want to book anything else. Although we can this is a wild brawl. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe we could make something. We could change this from a wild brawl to a regular match, but there's no other brawl. All right, so let's put this in some kind of order. Let's open the show with Mox. Screw it. I mean, we should definitely... Here, let's swap. Actually, here, we'll do... I mean, damn it. I swapped the wrong thing. Kind of weird to go from Davina Rose and Mia Yim getting jumped to a random Phantasma and Wagner promo backstage, but... We'll do this. All right, yeah. Aside from Mandy Leone, everybody's good to go. Not the strongest main event we've ever booked, but it should be a decent match. Claudia and Kenta versus Bandito and Flamita should be good. Hopefully nobody gets injured. That's been happening a lot lately. I'm gonna guess the show gets like an... I mean, our last 3 Dynamites have gotten 86s, so you know what? 86. Let's keep the streak going. Alright, Mox and Proud and Powerful take on Wheeler Yuta, Fuego del Sol, and Kip Sabian, and obviously get the win. Fuego and Wheeler Yuta all did pretty good. Nice little showing, you know. Good showing for the Dev boys. All right, in the segment with the baby faces running off the heels, gets to 75. The Oteo Tai backstage promo gets to 52. No. No, Kagetsu Arena have no chemistry. All right. I mean, it's too late to change the team. Like the tournament, they've advanced in the tournament. So unless we like storyline right off Rina Yamashita, but Hazuki's not even as good. And Rina Yamashita is the better one. This stinks. This just blows. This whole situation. All right. Well, what can you do? Kenny Omega promo backstage, gets to 60. This angle is better than the Kenny Omega promo, even with the angle failing. The angle idea. Yeah, all right. I don't know what to make of that, but hey, all right. Davina Rose and Trish Adora got an 80. Wow. Oh, they have great chemistry, huh? Nice little match there. And yeah, we have the long anticipated debut of Allie. The one name wonder. Yeah, as they sneak attack Davina Rose and Mia Yim. Allie has debuted her bitch gimmick. What a gimmick. That's awesome. What a funny gimmick. All right, the end promo 67. Hey, all right, we finally bring the Best Friends versus Suzuki-gun storyline to a close. In the end, Zack Sabre Jr. gets the win at the end of the day. The match gets to 79. Oh, they also had great chemistry. All right, 2 good matches back to back. The intense face-off backstage, the intense stare down. On the veins in my neck. It's a 68. Very, very intense. All right, we've got another 80 here. Claudio off his game. Oh no. All right, the match is still good. 80. Nice little steal the show match. Kenta got a 63. That's good for Kenta. Like he is, unless I'm misremembering, I feel like he normally doesn't do that. Yeah, he did really good in this. Thank you again. Smock just wasn't cooking today, I guess. Got a 69 promo. Alright, you know, we all have off days. It's fine. Alright, and the main event gets to 78. They also had good chemistry. Just a show full of people having solid matches. Just good, solid wrestling. Oh, and the 86 streak comes to an end. We get a 79. Not our best show, but you know, pretty good. But more storylines featured didn't have dramatic stakes. I mean, we ended a feud. There's 2 tournaments going on. What do you want, game? Get it off my ass. Oh, I forgot we got to book Dark. Okay. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We want to book SCU. This sounds like a job for Calvin Dankman, our new favorite guy. Calvin Tankman. We got Toxin. We got Latigo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's give Christopher Daniels the win. All right, SCU. Okay, when was the last time we booked Walter? Oh, I mean, we had him on Dynamite, right? Yeah, he beat Montez Ford. Is there anyone he can beat on Dark? Is there anyone local, maybe? Oh, this guy can brawl. What the hell? Isn't this like somebody's cousin and they in Ring of Honor? I feel like that's the one thing they bring up about. I mean, he didn't have any type of popularity at all, but we might just go with that guy. Big beef. Yeah. All right, Walter. Here you go. Here is a we lay a sacrifice down upon the altar of Walter. The altar of Walter. Yeah, 6 minutes. Just get this guy out of there. You know, demolition job, clean win. Let's give Walter a promo. Screw it. In the ring. I mean, and yeah, we don't have to get super specific. It's friggin' dark. Walter. I mean, here we'll have Claudio off screen just so it advances the storyline. We haven't booked Cara Noir and Gone Castle in a minute. Do that. I mean, you know what? Actually, who we should book? We should probably do something with the Chris Brooks Dark Order situation. I mean, we can we like literally only have them job. Maybe it's about time we start trying to give them some wins. So yeah, who can um I was trying to see if God, I can't remember. Private Party was still here. Jesus. Dude, is Chris Brooks one of those people that doesn't work dark? God, why does nobody want to work dark? All right, I was gonna use him because he's recognizable, and the other guys aren't. Yeah, so that sucks. All right, so we'll scrap that idea. Did the music stop? Like, all right. Screw it. We're gonna do. I not hit play. All right, since I brought up friggin' private party anyway. Oh, is Leo Rush also not here, dude? Wait, why is Leo? I've definitely booked Leo Rush on Dark many times. Chris Brooks working for Attack. Leo Rush not con. Oh, what? Oh, we've only booked him in promos. Right. Okay. Okay. What is. All right. We need to figure this out. All right. I was answering a text there. All right, so yeah, I was trying to book some matches here, and they all fell apart. I would like to give Hannah Kimura and Martina a win. All right, I'm just having people come up from Dev and not even booking them. They're just gonna be like, "You made us come all the way from Tallahassee, and you're not even booking us." Yes. Yeah, Queen Aminata, get back in there. Who else is a heel? I mean, should we start teasing Hannah Kimura's face turn? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that because I feel like I feel like every time I plan on turning someone, I wait too long and then I like end up doing it right before they turn. So we're just gonna actually start. All right, let's get some more promos. Yeah, Davina Rose very mad about getting jumped. Oakley Hathaway off screen. On screen. Ali off. Yeah, they're not even feuding anymore, and she got jumped by them, and she's like, "What the hell?" And let's also give Bianca Belair a promo. 'Cause I feel like we haven't done anything with her at all this entire episode. Oh, here, interviewer. Being interviewed, Bianca Belair. Also talking about Stokely. Awesome Kong. We'll do foreshadowing. And yeah, it's basically Bianca Belair cutting a promo where she's like, you know, they can say that they're not going to give me a title shot, but one way or another, I'm going to get my hands on them. So whether it's in the ring or in the locker room or in the parking lot, you know, I'm coming after you. She's mad. She really wants that title shot. But to be fair, to Stokely, she has only, you know, she squashed Holiday, and I haven't booked her in any other matches, so he's got a point. Hey, we could give this match more time. Why not? 11 more minutes. Okay. Here, let's just give Cody Rhodes a 5 minutes backstage promo on Dark. Just because. Sometimes you just gotta throw one of your big stars on Dark. Yeah, we're gonna have him talking about MJF, Adam Page. That's it, basically. Six more minutes. I mean, we could give Bianca Belair a match. Is there any local woman? Reby Sky is the most over. I mean, this girl can work a little though. Lacey Ryan, I don't know you, but get in. Get in there and get out of there. We're just gonna leave it exactly like this. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. I'm running on fumes here. We're gonna finish up this dark, and then I'm probably gonna get out of here. All right, yeah. And if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess this episode gets a. I'm gonna guess a 70. I feel like for dark, I always guess a 70. All right, we're starting off not great. 61. Oh yeah, Bianca Belair was off her game, and Lacey Ryan was rusty. Not a good combo. Promo was pretty good though. 75, not bad. All right, Hideo Tai gets a 50 in this match against Queen Aminata and Sky Blue. Hana Kimura hinting her face turn. All right, Davina Rose being pissed off got a 77. All right, Walter just squashing this guy gets a 70, even though the Big Beef only got a 14 and the match got a 70. Walter really just chopping him for real. And the crowd's into it. Or I mean, not that much. All right, and then we have Walter cut a promo in the ring. He gets a 73. You know, Walter's becoming... He's kind of become a reliable, decent promo. Like, I feel like lately he's been getting around the low 70 range consistent, which is nice. All right, and random Cody promo. It's an 81. Just kind of, we're just juking the stats, honestly. We're just throwing Cody in there just to boost the rating of the show. Yeah, and then SCU gets a win over Calvin Tankman, Toxin, and Latigo. Gets a 67. I mean, yeah. All the dev guys did okay. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian did good. Scorpio Sky, Hey, I guess right for once. Like, we got a 70. I guess exactly on the nose. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode, I guess. Well, we're gonna take a look at some people's pop real quick before we go. I just want to see how we're doing there. I had somebody in mind just now. I kind of forgot who it was. Oh man, Howard Finkel passes away. Oh, rest in peace. R.I.P. Howard Finkel. Man, it's a sad note to end on. Jeez. Jay Briscoe left Impact and GCW. Shingo Takagi's dating someone outside the wrestling industry. Tajiri's contract's coming up. Brian Cage doesn't connect with the fans. He's a waste of time. All right, John. Thanks. Let's see. I had somebody in mind specifically that I wanted to look at, and I don't remember who it was. How's Zack Sabre Jr. doing? Oh yeah, it was Walter. I mean, he's been in the 50 range for a minute. I mean, he's well known, so that's good. All right, so that's gonna do it for this episode. It was a pretty long one, but you know, we kicked off 2 whole tournaments. We made some nice progress there. We had a couple of title matches. We're inching closer and closer to Double or Nothing. Yeah, and I'm Hijo del Amigo. I don't think I even said that in this video at the beginning. If you enjoyed this, you can find me on Twitch at Hijo del Amigo. If you're watching on YouTube, you can like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Yeah, and just thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice rest of your day or night, whatever you're doing. I hope it goes well. All right, I'll see you.